Welcome, everybody, to Day 3 of ProBots here in Season 3 of 2021. We have an exciting day. We are moving on to our lower bracket Round 1 tonight, where we are going to eliminate 4 bots. 4 bots are going in the scrap pile, unfortunately, but 4 bots will progress into the lower bracket, and we're going to take a look at that all very soon. But check out our Crown Club before we get started. Check out all the links in the description below. We are having Shark Nice join us tomorrow night for Postbots. So definitely swing in and check that out if you like a little bit of extra ProBots content. Big shout out as well to Direct Sama and Peter in the background tonight running the show. And Endersword will be joining me in just a moment. Well, let's go ahead and run the intro and get things started here on Day 3 of ProBots. Welcome, everybody, to our YouTube stream. Welcome, Endersword, to the stream as well. Are you ready for tonight's games? You ready to toss some bots in the scrap pile?
I am indeed. Our first eliminations tonight, and
Always sad.
Yeah, 8 bots enter, 4 bots leave. Doesn't sound as dramatic as the 2-1 thing, but it's basically the same math.
Yeah, same principle.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we do. We'll pull that bracket up here in just a moment. Before we do, though, again, check out our Crown Club. We've got a lot of extra content we do for you guys. You get that cool artwork for free. We do Postbots on Friday night, so the night after ProBots. And you can also get, what was I just looking at? You get shout-outs, that kind of stuff. But, yeah, let's go ahead and run a member shout-out right now because we love the Crown Club very much. You guys are awesome. We're 2 away. That's what it is. Laddie. Gotta give him some love. That is our other production guy. He's not here tonight, unfortunately, prior engagement, but he is always keeping things running smooth. Also does a great job over at AIarena.net. Check out their website and their Discord. That is where all these bots come from to qualify for ProBots. And yeah, I was saying we are 2 Crown Club members away from 30. So we're very close to a nice little milestone there for us. So again, big shout out to all of you. Thank you so much for your support and your continued encouragement and all that.
Yeah,
great. Yeah, we got a nice little crowd here, and we are about to get started with our games. Here is our bracket. Here's our lineup for tonight. Which game are you excited for here? We've got some great games tonight.
Yeah, there are some interesting ones. I think this first kickoff one's going to be interesting. A PvP where one of the bots 4 gates could be quite up in the air. I think the longer the game goes, the more likely it is SharpenedEdge is going to win, but that's usually the best chance for a 4 gate to work.
Yeah, it's going to be an aggressive first match here.
Yeah,
between these two.
So. Yeah, it should be a quick one, but it will be interesting. And then I think Jensiiibot and Dovahkiin, I don't think we've seen enough out of Dovahkiin yet to make some good decisions on how good it is. It's also the matchup that has the most eyes in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at it. 3, 4, 5. Wow, look at all those eyes. Fun fact as well, it is Dovahkiin's birthday technically. He is 10 years old. If you look at the Skyrim release date, it was 10 years ago today. Sweet. Our Dragonborn was born. So happy birthday to Dovahkiin.
Yeah,
technically that's what I'm talking about.
10 years ago today, you woke up on a cart in the middle of nowhere.
You were born. Yeah, great. ANIBot versus WhaleMean. That's going to be a really interesting one. WhaleMean always brings something interesting to the table. So I'm very excited to see how that plays out. And Spudde has been here. Spudde is one of our more seasoned veterans. He's never really made it super far into the tournament, but he has always given us some good matches, and he has been here for like 5 seasons or something now. He's been around for a while.
Been a while.
Okay, yeah, long while. So it's great to see him doing strong. Let's get some stat pages up before we get things rolling here. I want to see how these bots are looking. Now, we have had no updates tonight.
Nope.
Our first round of updates will be for next week for our upper bracket. So all these bots are running on the same code, same program that they had at the start of the tournament here.
So yeah, SF4G here, low win rate, but it's very coin flippy in a sense that the 4-gate kind of either works against the build or it doesn't. So you could easily see it kicking through a good bot if it just kind of opens poorly, or in a way that doesn't work with this. So definitely it's an X factor here.
Now, does he have a fallback if the 4-gate doesn't work? I can't remember exactly.
Not really. I don't.
Yeah, it's just
think it really
right?
did.
Some of the bots kind of do that cheesy start, and then they kind of have a fallback plan. But
it didn't seem to against.
We don't have any notes on him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Other than he's a Python bot.
Yeah. Then SharpenedEdge just really been around since almost, if not the actual beginning.
I think since my first season.
Yeah, I think that's exactly. So just perennial strong bot no matter what. So I think I've got to think that SharpenedEdge has probably run into the 4-gate before, and so people would, when you've kind of got that, it's just a matter of, I think the bot authors just need to see it and make sure that it recognizes who you are and defends against it. And I know there's a little variation, but it basically all you have to do is not open like Nexus first or something, and you're probably going to be okay. So we'll see. But I my bet would be on SharpenedEdge here, but I wouldn't be shocked if 4-gate can take a game.
Yeah, for sure. And he's been around. I just found it. He's been around since season 2 of 2019. So my second season. But yeah, then you had those 2 before. So no, he's definitely a seasoned veteran, as it were. But
Indeed.
All right, I think we're ready, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to ESChamp's ProBots. We're about to kick off our first best of 3 of the night, SF4G versus SharpenedEdge. Let's get into it right now. The timer was done, so I'm assuming.
Aerofracts.
SF4G.
Dr. Infees.
SharpenedEdge. All right. Got a good little crowd in here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Definitely, and hit that like button to attract.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot
more folks. Always good practice. Good practice. I like the loyalty of, we had 5 or 6 upvotes even while we were delayed like half an hour. So people just have faith that we'll eventually be on. Yeah. So
we always make it. It's we're late sometimes, but we always make it.
Yeah, exactly. SharpenedEdge is going out for the scout here, and we'll probably get a sense that this is what's going on based on what he sees. There was a simulator no one was mining from, and he'll see the second one here as well. So this information should kind of tell him, what's up. And he's actually, SharpenedEdge is actually faster with the cyber core here so far.
Ooh, yeah, he's faster just with a little bit of everything here. Faster worker, faster. Yeah, just the timing's a little bit more crisp here. But we'll see if he has enough units. It all kind of depends on how many units you build. And with the 4-gate, you're going to build a lot pretty quickly. And now I'm trying to remember from last week. He built them up a little bit before he went in, right? He built like 2 or 3 stalkers or something.
Yeah, I think he got and I wonder too if it'll vary by race. But yeah, you're right. He built up kind of a
little squad and then went in.
He also, there were a few things that I kind of like critiqued on. He's not using like a gateway on the forward location. to speed up the pylon. I kind of think it should be 3 gates at home and then 1 out there.
Oh, for sure. That's the new way to do the 4-gate, pretty much, right?
Pretty much.
Ever since that update where the gateway increases the warping speed. So.
And SharpenedEdge is getting a robo here. So if he's got Immortals out, which I assume he will,
I think he's going Immortal first. Then
this could just kind of hard stop it. Particularly since, again, the 4-gate that Mr. SF4G chose to do was an all stalker one.
Oh yeah, Immortal's going to rip through that.
So the Immortal will rip through. If you had
that's such a fast Immortal.
Yeah, it is. It's basically a rush to it. But again, he's scouted. He knows what's up. He knows that there's no need to get the observer first. So he's a quick one.
Well, there's the pylon, and this will start to accumulate here. But SharpenedEdge is already building. If he just sits on one base and builds Immortals and Stalkers, he had that Zealot too. I think he's going to be just fine here. He's already pretty well up on army supply right now as well. So
it's
the fact he's got the Immortals too.
Yeah, he's got 2 gates just fully pumping, and the Immortals coming out. Yeah.
This is how you hold the 4-gate.
It basically is. Especially with the slow warp-ins here, there's no leaning towards blink. Apparently, it can do that. He is getting a warp prison. I assume that's to micro the Immortals more than it is to go anywhere. As he comes up the ramp choke here, he loses 2 immediately, 3 immediately, and he'll lose a stalker or 2 here, but this is completely pushed back.
Yeah, this is pretty much is 4-gate done. 2 Immortals are not going to be broken by this handful of Stalkers. Like the 2 Immortals alone could probably fight these Stalkers.
Yeah, basically. Basically, yes.
Well, and this is interesting too because again, exactly. There were no updates to these bots.
Yeah.
So it's not like SharpenedEdge knew he would be up against SF14. There's possibility.
I think
anticipated.
There's also an interesting thing that SF4G is coming in a season or 2 after Scarlet did basically the exact same thing, which was 4-gate bot. So everyone would have already programmed in a 4-gate defense, even if they didn't know this bot existed.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we're seeing. And so we're going to get the march in here, and this will make fairly short work of it.
Indeed. Yeah, well, good game number 1 out of SharpenedEdge. Just 1 base, build the Immortals, and go. And in any PvP, that's just a very strong build.
Yeah.
So, just kind of a nice matchup here. All right, well, the 4-gate could be a little quicker.
There we're getting
maybe then. Because
the nice warp prism micro, I just wanted to comment on that. He was picking up stalkers and dropping behind. Yeah, it's a good.
We've been seeing a lot of that in the last couple of seasons. We've really noticed an attention to that. The warp prism micro. Really all right, good stuff.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
playing with sharp knives will get you cut.
That's definitely it. Yeah, I think it's the type of thing that you can just run into a wall on, and I think too, if it doesn't know not to go, like there's times where you can gear up to the 4-gate, but you haven't invested too much into it, that if you can turn the 4-gate into a contain, so if someone tries to 1-base counter your 4-gate, then you can make a few sentries instead, just keep them in their base, and now they've done all this Immortal purchase and everything for nothing. You can then try and expand behind it and catch up while holding them in. So you only need a few sentries to add on. And since they were mining a lot of gas to go full Stalker instead of Zealot, then you should be able to afford to do that. It's just a matter of identifying that that's what happened. Like, I think if when you poke in, your opponent has not taken the Nexus, then abandon and switch to a contain, I think is the only way. Because you're not going to make it up a ramp against a prepared opponent regardless.
Yeah, and SharpenedEdge was very prepared.
Very prepared.
Those Immortals, that felt like a much faster build than the 4-gate even. Was the 4-gate just a little bit slow? Or maybe we're just used to what was the 4-gate bot that Scarlet did, Maybe
I think it's not optimal because of the gas. So very often, like a typical 4-gate has a bunch of Zealots front loaded. So it's not straight into Stalker. So because he had to take the 2 assimilators
That's true.
first,
Yeah, that's a good
it
point.
actually slows down the rest of the build. So it wasn't crisp. Like we said, even the actual warp gear or cyber core was started by SharpenedEdge quicker. So there was like a diversion of resources. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Apparently Scarlet figured out how to drop individual units from the warp prism. Speaking of some warp prism micro there.
Yeah. I think
The
she
innovations never end.
Yeah, she kind of like jumped into the AI scene, changed a bunch of things, and then like pieced out for
Yeah, she's still
WCS
there.
and stuff. She's around, but I mean, obviously, she's now focusing on games like herself, whatever. So she had like the new seasons going, but she changed like the maps as well. I guess part of the reason that we have the AI edition maps is her. So
yeah. Oh yeah, she's definitely been a very beneficial part of the AI community. Yeah, again, check out AIarena.net. That is a great place to start if you want to get into bot making. If you want to make your own bot, we've got a cool video template that you can get started. Check out our videos page in the links below, and then go check out their Discord. A lot of really helpful bot authors over there. Really smart guys. Create some the bots you're seeing here. I mean, these are top of the top AI StarCraft bots. So you're not going to find better StarCraft AI bots anywhere. These are the best. All right, we've got game number 2 pretty much ready. Let's see if our 4-gate bot will crank things up, maybe get it out a little bit quicker, or if SharpenedEdge will be able to hold one more time. Let's get into it now.
Dr. Infees. Arifrats.
SF4G. What?
Dr. Infees.
Close enough.
SharpenedEdge.
it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, SF4G uses too many emojis. Reddit would hate him.
Right.
Yeah, but very cheery and happy to be here. And SharpenedEdge again going out for that early scout. So I don't know whether it does recognize who it's playing and wants to check, or just typically does this. I think SharpenedEdge does respond well to information though, so it makes a lot of sense.
That's interesting pathing. Look at the red click. So there's a red click following behind. So he's clicking in multiple spots just really, really quickly.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's just so we can, it's just so it's so much more responsive so we can turn on a dime kind of thing.
Yeah, it makes sense to not. We get weird. I kind of wonder why everyone chooses like the way that they choose. But there were some like the Reaper controls that it was like 1,000 clicks right in front of it, like a foot in front of it all the way. And we've seen a lot of that. Even the Banshee control we see where the afterburners light up. It's because it's constantly being readjusted. Then you get ones that just click somewhere across the map and let it go. And then this is kind of like an in-between. It's clicking like 8 feet in front of itself, but that's it.
Yeah.
So he's either way, he's got a good idea.
You got to be able to turn it's because it's all calculated per frame. So you want to be able to turn on the soonest frame that you want, essentially. So I guess it makes sense. So all right, Robo facility on the way once more. There's a pylon. Yeah, sorry about it. We got a weird little flicker. Hopefully production's
don't
noticed that and is fixing it.
Yeah,
I'm assuming they're working hard on it, but we'll get that fixed up for y'all. That's pylon. Look at that Artosis pylon.
It is. It's back a little bit though. I trust it. I trust.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we've never really had that as an issue here. We've never had the bots really be able to identify. Oh, one pylon. I'm gonna kill that. I think it's happened once or twice just out of circumstance, but
yeah, exactly. Just kind of accidentally, but it's never
just accidentally.
Never really been the thing. Like almost every bot would attack the gateways before they target the pylon, because I don't know if anyone has coded in like different building priority. aside from like, a photon cannon or something.
Yeah.
But,
Well, that's automatic because it's an attacking.
Because it's an attack thing. Yeah. So I don't know if, other than that, I don't know if anyone's programmed in like snipe the Nexus instead of the gateway or whatever. Someone could probably correct me if that's not true, but I don't think we've really seen that.
Yeah, I don't either. Well, a second Immortal on the way. This is looking eerily similar to Game 1.
Yeah.
Now, SharpenedEdge again. He's just such a veteran bot. He's just so hard to break with something like this. What were you saying?
Pylon is a lot further away this time.
Oh, so wow. Yeah, that's not a good spot.
Like pretty far away. So he's much less likely to walk him into it by accident, because that shut the game down really quick.
That's true.
That the Pylon was taken down. This one may give him some chance to roll out of it if there is a backup to the old San Francisco 4 gate. But I don't know.
When you've got a supply lead with Immortals in a PvP, you're pretty much fine.
Pretty much smoked.
I know. SharpenedEdge, just a little bit class higher than SF4G here, but still a nice execution. Good work. Good build out of SF4G. I got him into ProBots, so definitely not to be trifled with. Okay. And it worked. Yeah, it was working really well against Eris. Wasn't it Eris last week?
Yeah. Yeah, it held a
2 weeks ago. Yeah,
I think it's of course because Eris was still macroing up and everything, where SharpenedEdge just went hardcore on the
one base.
I'm just gonna one base it and shut you down cold. So yeah, it does do that. So in chat they're saying that yes, a lot of the bots do have the building priority programmed in as well. So that is good to know that they will prioritize.
How high is the pylon on the priority list? I guess is the question.
I assume varies by people. And can it identify a pylon that's powering 4 buildings versus a pylon?
Yeah.
Pylon is a
like
pylon.
this, where there's 4 pylons, you don't want to prior. You're like, okay, that'd just be wasted. Yeah, it wouldn't be worth it. So anyway, nicely done out of SharpenedEdge. It is 1-0 there. Ignore the score that says 0-0. This will be his second win, and he will move on in the lower bracket. Thus, let's see whose prophecy came true in the predictions here. Did anybody's?
Not many people predicted SharpenedEdge to be down here in the first place.
I know, right? Yeah. Well, so let's look at the half that did.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I think the only.
I'm concerned about the 2 that are 100% so far. Did they get it right? Yeah.
They got it right. I think if you predicted SharpenedEdge would fall, then you probably necessarily predicted he would win this.
Yeah, he does well. He's going to do well in this lower bracket, I think.
Yeah. So I think some people may stay solid.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got that one wrong in the first place, then you're going to get this one wrong too.
That's me. I got that wrong. I got a lot of them wrong. That's fine,
most people had Ben bot in this matchup instead. So
if you're wondering what the hell we're talking about, check out the challenge page. We did do a fantasy bracket this season, and we'll do it even better and more exciting next season. So this was just a little trial run, and you can see everybody's predictions from Endersword's, mine, and a lot of other people's, and just kind of follow along. Just a little fun, something to do during the season. Maybe eventually we'll stick a prize on it.
Indeed. Yeah, we could do this one. It'd be good to give people more time, right? Like, because at this point
this was like right as we were starting the first stream.
Yeah, so it'd be good to do whatever to get people.
Which even despite that, we still got like 9 other people besides me and Ketrop.
There's a dozen of them there. But I think if we had a couple weeks, we could get. Maybe if we did a because I know a lot of people, will watch this just on YouTube afterwards, and they're not seeing it live. Like the majority of the audience is that way. Maybe we could do a little bit of a pre-show, announce that, have people see that video, and then maybe get more participation. So
do a video of you and me filling out our fantasy bracket.
We could actually probably do that. Yeah, we could do a pre-show.
Yeah, pre-show. I like that. That's a good idea. Season pre-show. Yeah. All right. Good stuff. Well, if you like more ProBots content, again, check out our Crown Club. We're going to be doing post-bots tomorrow, and we will be joined by Shark Knights, author of SharkBot, who will be also author of, WhaleMean this season. Yeah. We'll be seeing him after the break today. But coming up next, we have a great best of 3, Spudde versus SmallBly. This will be an interesting one. SmallBly, a new Zerg into our tournament here, and Spudde, little bit of a returning veteran here. He's been around for a handful of seasons. So I don't think we have a whole lot of information on SmallBly. We do have some stats on these two. We'll pull that up whenever we get around to it. But yeah, no notes on SmallBly, unfortunately, other than he is Zerg and he is created in Python. Those are the only two things we got on him. But Spudde, we know a little bit about Spudde. He's been around a little bit. He goes up against bots like Micro Machine and some of the best. So he's got some experience. He's rolled with the best of them.
Yeah,
it should be a fun matchup. I'm trying to remember. I don't think he's played against a Zerg in a long. Again, most of these bots I don't think have. I mean, on the ladder they do, but in ProBots,
and something we've seen.
We just haven't seen them play against Zerg very often because we just haven't had a lot of Zergs.
Yeah, it's one of the more chaotic matchups for sure. But yeah, so it's somewhat hard to tell what someone's going to do. Yeah, so I really don't know totally what to expect out of this, and we certainly haven't seen enough out of SmallBly yet to make too much judgment. Again, my instinct then is to say that Spudde probably has the advantage as the kind of the more solid long-term veteran, but yeah, I don't know. So win rate just under 50-50 here. I think this is the only season where we've had almost any bots that are below 50, but we've got a number of them this time around, and I think it's because of more variability that you kind of get that. So we'll see what he comes up with, but it tends to be reasonably solid type of play. I don't think he's gonna fall to any early Zerg shenanigans. I think he's gonna be fairly stable, bunker up, whatever.
Yeah, well, I think some of that discrepancy comes, again, I was just saying he goes up against bots like Micro Machine and Tier and stuff, and he's had time to, if I'm going up against that, I better be able to deal with these certain things a little bit. So they have certain responses to the really powerful bots that can make it do well, and then other bots that are new, like SmallBly, might catch them off guard completely.
Exactly. I think this is the closest on paper matchup that we've got. They're with 1% of the win rate, and they're literally 4 elo points apart.
Oh wow! So yeah, it's very close matchup then, according to the numbers.
So if we were tracking elo, like as this is a live match, if the lower place one won, it would actually flip places. Like usually, winning or losing a match can be 10 elo. If you're in each opponent
on average.
Maybe
the AI Arena ladder. Maybe I'm making that up.
Yeah, maybe.
That's just a recent number I saw. Somebody got Jensiiibot got like 6 points to qualify or something. Anyway, we are ready for our next best of 3. Thank you all for being here. We've got coming up now Spudde versus SmallBly, a little TVZ. Let's hop into it here on ProBots. Hello, Savelas.
Spuds.
Spudde.
SmallBlys.
SmallBly.
We'll get a new pull-up right now, I'm sure that I've mentioned it. But yeah, thank you all for being here. We've got a few bot authors hanging out. Ketrox, Savelas. We've got Lord Sydney, Chris Fe? Is that how you say that? Chris Fe?
And I feel Crispa's pain here on the prediction brackets. Every year I do like fantasy hockey stuff as well. And my whole, we've got 12 of us in an office pool. And every year, so we put in our own thing, and then they make a fake bracket that's or not bracket, but fake selection that is the players that were left behind. And so far, the players that nobody picked are outperforming 9 of the 12 of us. And I feel like instead of predicting who would do well, I have predicted which players will get COVID.
Oh, interesting.
That seems to be what I've.
That seems to be almost be a little more predictable at this point, though, just based
Yeah.
on certain people's behavior.
So,
Well, here we go. We're on Blackburn, and we've got SmallBly doing kind of what real Bly would do, is just
Yeah.
something cheesy.
so
Not necessarily a drone rush, but I like it. We'll see if Spud. I guess I didn't really count this in. Can Spud deal with a drone rush?
he's got a full wall off, so I'm guessing
That
yes.
helps. Yeah, that definitely helps. And he's got a Reaper about to pop out. So
Yeah. He's making a bunker, and SmallBly does not realize there's a wall off.
oh no, SmallBly can't even go up the ramp.
Doesn't- No,
It's an SCV, I guess, but
doesn't know what to do.
Reaper goes down on the low ground. Interestingly enough,
This is why
I
we,
guess he can't retreat from the ramp. Huh?
this is why we only click 4 feet ahead of where our units
Is
are.
he even shooting every time he wrote? Because what's the Reaper weapon speed? No, he shoots 1, 2, 3. He shoots like every third
Yeah.
little step that he does back. So technically, you're allowing the Zerglings to get a little closer to you, right?
That's what-
if you're
that's
doing
what-
those little steps too much.
Yeah, I think so. That,
Here, it's not a huge deal, but
I've often felt, yeah, sometimes some of the units are over microing.
yeah, that's definitely a little bit of a no for micro, I'd say. Yeah. But it'll work. Spud will clean this up and take game number 1. In one of our quickest games this season here.
Yeah.
I guess as long as you build a wall, you're safe against SmallBly. Oh, he's gonna go on the defensive.
Yeah, he doesn't even know. I guess he's waiting for this queen to go. Something.
Oh, yep. I forgot about the queen. The queen that comes in 2 minutes late to the party.
So he brings the overlord across the map too. I kind of feel like since you're bringing it, the overlord should creep over to give you the high ground vision as well, as like a
That would help because then they would probably go up the ramp and attack.
yeah. They'd at least be aware of it, or you know what's up there. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well.
that seems like a bit of a oversight if that's your plan. So now it's just a matter of when will Spud end the game. But
Yeah.
SmallBly is back up to like 17 workers. I like that. At least that's kind of the weird follow up to this. I think he leaves 2 workers originally,
Yeah.
send with the queen, but then continues to make more.
Well, if you do
And-
some damage on the other side, then you can,
Yeah.
if you do even equal or even close to equal damage, like just some damage,
Hmm.
you can maybe then, come out of it. Because there's a lot of links coming across the map.
Yeah, that's a good
It's
number.
not nearly enough for Spud, who has taken 0 losses, but if, he had done some economic damage and slowed Spud down, yeah, these links could probably do a whole lot, but they're not going to, are they?
Yeah, no, not in this particular situation.
Oh,
The
bummer.
tanks at least weren't siege there, or this would have ended a lot quicker. So yeah, he's got that.
All right. Well, Spud's going to now push across and win and take game number 1 here. So
Yep.
I do like it. SmallBly, sometimes you can get away with those cheeky cheeses and get a nice one. Ooh, look at this. A lot of... we never saw Wave 2 last week.
Yeah,
Wave 2, or 2 weeks ago. Wave 2 has 4 queens that are 2 minutes late to the party instead of 1 queen.
Yeah, good comment there. That because we did see this the week before, that the early drone
Oh,
the
I
week
missed that.
before blocked the pylon from walling it off. This game attempt was made, but it didn't work.
All right, we'll watch for that in game 2. I totally missed that in this one. Good call out, Chris.
Yeah.
All right, well, good job, Spud. He's gonna take game number 1. That was a best of 3. Ignore what it said in the bottom.
Indeed.
So if he can get that block off, then
Then you can
This could
potentially
work.
get in there.
This
yeah,
could
you can
totally
potentially
work.
get in there.
all right. All right.
Yeah, I don't know how well he'd do. Either way, there's a choke, and then he had. I'm trying to think what he had at the moment. He had a Reaper out.
And
and
Reaper, and then a Marine popping out about 5-7
Yeah.
seconds after.
He had started a bunker, but it wasn't going to be done in time, so the bunker would probably be shut down. Although again, he may change his behavior if the wallet was blocked.
Mhm.
So you don't know how he's going to respond to that, because you can always kind of concede that square and then secondarily wall behind it, and they can't
Well,
really.
it seems like he doesn't take the wall into account at all, other than trying to block it. Because we saw him all derping at the bottom, they didn't even think to go up the ramp. That was what you see when you're, scouting and there's a full wall off and you just auto click up to the high ground. You get bunched down at the bottom. So he's trying to move directly into the base, not to the top of the ramp, which was his
that's what
downfall there.
Yeah. We've seen a number of bots do that sort of thing, and it's just kind of whatever. This is also one of my complaints about AoE 4, since we've got a minute or so here.
We got a couple minutes. Go for it.
Yeah, that AoE 4 also has this sort of pathing thing where you can tell where someone's built walls by just clicking randomly on the map, and if it won't go there, then it tells you where all the possible routes are and stuff. So you can kind of blind see things. Yeah, it's weird. Weird, they got to fix that.
Tricky.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, look good. I guess no flicker that game. Excellent. Hopefully you're all enjoying the show tonight. We've got a bunch of best of threes. We're hopping into game number 2 here in just a minute. And then after the break, we've got even more best of 3. We've got some really exciting ones. My favorite match is going to be our final one here tonight.
Yeah, I think
just because I've got my prediction for grand winner is going up tonight, and this is a big match for me. So
yeah,
if he loses, my whole bracket shot. And
I just still love the entire premise that your grand winner went to the losers bracket round 1.
It's the underdog story, man. It's what everybody wants.
Yeah, that is definitely bold.
Oh, I do have to say as well, send us if you notice anything on the AI ladder. I'm looking at you, bot authors, all you people who are watching all these fun games behind the scenes. We want to see some bots fail for our fail bot segment. We like to show off the goofy little things that the bots do sometimes. So if you're not feeling too embarrassed by your bot and your bot screws up, send us a clip of it, and we'll make a fun little fail bot segment for y'all once more. Good stuff. Anyway, are you ready, Endersword, for game number 2?
I am ready.
Well, let's get into it. Game 2. Let's see if we can tie things up or if we're just going to move on. Let's go.
Spuds.
Spudde.
SmallBly.
SmallBly.
All right, we are on Romanticide, or game number 2. Spudde is up 1-0. And we're going to see if he can wall off in time, I guess is the name of the game here.
Probably the key. He's already gearing up to do that. He's got the depot and
he gets his wall so quick. Down. Yeah. There's just no way he's not walled in time. Spawning pool is just finishing. We would need Lings popping in pretty much now, because I think another SCV's maybe once that barracks finishes he'll build it, but either way that wall will be finished by the time
I'm wondering on the timing of this. So the drone is going over, but it almost feels like even this is just late.
If you're gonna try to block a wall out of a bot like Spudde this soon, you got to send it right away.
He's already started it. So this is what happened last time then. So he's 20 seconds away from stopping this. So that drone had to go immediately. Not only is he not blocked it, it's done.
Yeah.
You needed to be there when it started. So
even if you send it, it depends on the size of the map, I guess. But even if you sent the drone immediately when the game started, I don't know if it would get
tiny bit better this time that a drone is still on the top of the ramp, so they're going to figure it out.
That does help a lot because there's no SCVs to repair. Unit's actually not even out this time. Bunker hasn't started,
However,
so this is drastically different.
Yeah. With that said,
here come the SCVs to repair.
With that said, these were on a move command, not a attack command.
Were they not? I was like, wait, is the health not even down?
Okay, now they're finally attacking, but they were not.
Too little, too late.
They were not.
Yeah. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Spudde will take a quick 2-0 here. and he has got his early game cheese on lockdown, which a lot of these bots that have been around for multiple seasons have most of these little early game cheeses figured out. Don't die to them very often. It's pretty rare, but good attempt out of SmallBly, but we will have our second elimination of the night.
Will indeed. And so want to see SmallBly later in future seasons. I don't know if this is all it does.
we need more Zerg. I have no doubt we're going to see a lot of improvements out of SmallBly. Hey, he got into ProBots for a reason. So failbot candidate potentially.
Yeah, apparently it worked. I think he ran into, again, this is a sort of
I think the queen is more of the failbot here. The
what's this helping?
Nothing.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm coming, guys. Hold on, I'm almost there. Don't start the attack yet. Hold on. Never gonna make it.
Yeah, just full sacrifice.
I'm sorry. What were you saying right before?
Just that I think he ran into two bots too that knew how to. That had just hard counter programmed in and knew to execute it immediately. So
for sure,
it's whatever. I could see it working against some that don't do it because
or
we
even,
never
against a cheesy bot that Shark Nice that tries to or Sharkbot that tries to proxy stuff or things like that. It could work. All right, well, we're gonna sit here and watch the slow death of SmallBly.
Yeah.
Terran's just good at, hey, this is the smart way to play Terran. Gear up, make sure you're ready, and then push out and win.
Yeah. The old 100 supply push out. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Supply blocked SmallBly even. Oh, well, he's got to pull back home. Actually, we had some action. Slow down. We almost had a worker kill there. We don't want to miss the important stuff. No, I'm just kidding.
Almost.
No, good attempt out of SmallBly. It's great to see bots every season, new bots qualifying and doing so good and giving us some entertaining games. But we've got our first two eliminations of the night. SF4G and SmallBly are in the scrap pile, the composter. What's the thing? The crusher. What's the thing that you use to crush the cars and stuff?
The cubalizer. I don't know what it is.
Cubalizer, is that a thing?
Compactor? I guess.
Compactor? Yeah, compactor. So I think that's the name I'm looking for.
Yeah.
They're in the compactor, unfortunately. But we'll see them again in future seasons, I have no doubt. Again, it would be really great to get more Zergs in here. So I really do hope to see SmallBly in future seasons. I saw something about they're going to throw Kagamine back on the ladder or something. Yeah, Ketrock is going to do something to fix her up and make her work. Yeah, she's open source, so yeah. All that. Yeah, I'd like.
Yeah, that was always one of the more innovative. Like HJax won the very first season.
Yeah, it was fun to watch Kagamine
to a new bot. Yeah, and it was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But
if you want to see Kagamine potentially, you'll have to check out the AIArenaladder.net. Check out their Twitch stream, 24/7 stream. You can check out these bots that you're seeing here tonight. Whoa, as well as a lot of others. Okay, I'm just knocking my beer over. Don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us. All right, we're going to do a member shout out real fast, and then we'll be right back to send you all on a quick break. Thanks for being part of the Crown Club. We are back. Who am I shouting out in the Crown Club? Do you remember? Conrad. Conrad Gold. Thank you so much for your support. We do appreciate it. Again, we're 2 members away in our Crown Club from getting 30. So check it out if you like post bots. It is a little bit of extra ProBots content. We do that tomorrow night. So the night after ProBots. And tomorrow night we have Shark Nice joining us, one of the bot authors in tonight's games. He's got WhaleMean going up tonight. Actually, that's our next match coming up, Endersword.
It is indeed.
Holy crap, let's talk about it.
Of this match, after this best of 3, there will only be 100% prediction bracket. So the two that the two that are undefeated right now have chosen different winners.
Boy.
Yeah. And this one actually is fairly split in what people thought. Like a lot of people did get ANIBot versus WhaleMean, and it's fairly evenly split between the two of what to do. So I'm not sure. This one's going to be quite unpredictable. And I mean, super unpredictable because WhaleMean is a random bot.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
So nobody knows what's going on.
It was in the wild card. Well, I didn't have either of these two falling down into the lower bracket, so my predictions are.
Your prediction is Dominion Dog.
Yeah. No, this should be a very interesting match. Again, ANIBot barely making it into this season, and has a little bit of a low win rate there, I think, from what we're used to seeing. ANIBot usually a little bit higher up, I think, but
yeah,
still a very strong bot. It's been here for a number of seasons now. Does tend, as the image suggests, does tend to shoot itself in the face a little bit and sabotage itself here and there. But what bot doesn't from time to time, right?
Yeah. ANIBot also with one of the higher crash rates, for sure. But it happens. It happens to the best.
Now this is a really bad one for me because I had WhaleMean going up into lower bracket like around 4.
Yeah.
And ANIBot going into lower bracket around 5. So this one really screws up my bracket. Yeah. No matter which way you look at it.
Yeah, I went with ANIBot, but I'm starting to second guess that, but we'll see. I think it will come down to what races does WhaleMean roll.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be the decider. But we'll see. I expect it to at least be interesting.
Oh, it will very be interesting.
Yeah, ANIBot always does some interesting things. So like WhaleMean type play and things like that are kind of neat.
Wait, is that WhaleMean's image? I thought that was somebody else's image. Isn't that
I don't know.
Am I making? No, is that WhaleMean's image? Yeah, that's WhaleMean's image.
Pretty sure.
I thought it was somebody else's for a minute. Hot dog water. All right. Well, this will get started in just a moment here. Our random bot WhaleMean going up against our Terran ANIBot.
It'd be interesting to know WhaleMean's individual race elo and win rate, because there must be a race that's
it varies, drastically. I would imagine between the bots.
You would think.
Some are really good against Terran, some are really good against Zerg, but not so good against the others. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you all for being here. We're about to kick things off here. Hey, old man Toast is here hanging out. We've got Savelas' bot about to go up against WhaleMean here. Loco Puyo? Puyo? Is that how you said? Puyo?
Something like that.
Puyo. Thanks for being here. Good to have everyone. All right. Let's get things started. Check out our Crown Club if you haven't already, because our Crown Club members are awesome. Again, we're 2 members away from that nice round 30. So
yes,
check it out. All right. Are you ready, Endersword?
I am ready.
I'm ready. I think production's ready. Are you all ready? Let's get into it. Let's see which bot will move on. ANIBot versus WhaleMean here on ProBots. Let's go. Oh, it's Shark Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Savelas'
ANIBot.
Shark Nice's
WhaleMean.
That image just cracks me up.
It's pretty good. It is pretty good. So WhaleMean started this out by politely asking that ANIBot not cheese him. Then ANIBot announced its version number, and WhaleMean told him to shut the fuck up.
I missed that. Pull up the chat. Hold on, I can see that.
So then
I mean, the first part makes sense because you don't want to get cheesed while you're cheesing.
Yeah, no cheese. Announces something, shut the fuck up. So then Annie announces a cheese.
Okay, fine. Fuck you. I'm gonna marauder you. Maybe if you'd been a little bit nicer, WhaleMean, you wouldn't be getting maraudered.
Exactly.
Ooh,
I like that.
I was gonna say it's double barracks versus 1, but now it's double barracks versus 2 barracks.
Yeah.
Where's ANIBot's second barracks? Is it in the main?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So I also like that ANIBot has intentionally chosen something that it is 10% confident in will win 42% of the time.
Well, those really, I got to read the chat a little more.
That's your opening move. Opening move. I'm
10%.
Yeah. 10% of the time it works. 42% of the time.
Well, he's confident that he's 10% confident that this is the correct strat to choose.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, what you just said. Yeah, 10% confident. 42%.
Yeah. So we're going up to 3 barracks over on WhaleMean's side. And ANIBot is, we questioned this before because he's done this before. He's getting stim with the Marauders instead of concussive shell with the Marauders.
Yeah,
it can make sense, but my argument with it is that when the Marauders hit, it's not ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because stim takes a lot longer for sure.
Whereas you could have your concussive shell ready and at least catch a unit, because the real threat,
SCVs from surrounding you.
Yeah, the threat is that someone made a Reaper.
Yeah,
and right. So
are the Marines attacking the wall? They were kind of derping on the wall a little bit there. Oh, they actually retreat and then come back up.
Yeah, not doing too great with the full wall off. There's a Marauder here is actually going to do quite well, but
that's going to help a lot.
But he's going to kill SCV. Yeah, this is going to be the problem. The SCVs are going to suicide on this.
It's okay. They're repairing a little bit. As long as the Marines don't get in, I think that's kind of the bigger deal, because more Marauders will pop out, and this will eventually stabilize for ANIBot, I think. On the other side of things, though, does WhaleMean have any defense? Because I think he's about to start getting hit by at least one Marauder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got one, I think. It's hard to tell on the map.
Yeah.
There's no flashing yet. Okay, so still just holding strong. Still no attack on the bottom yet.
No, he did.
Oh, it came north. Oh, it came up. It didn't attack.
This might not be horribly wrong.
Oof, he disappeared.
Yeah, he did disappear. That was weird.
Vaporized. Yeah, he
that was very weird.
Everything else, but yeah, that guy just vaporized.
That was odd. Yeah, I don't know. Now
this is a hold. I think the Marauders have so much more health. Stim's about to finish up again with that extra Marauder health. A Stim isn't as impactful against the Marauders, and they can really increase their damage output, as we're seeing here now. One Marauder on the low ground is going to die. More Marines coming in from the left, though. A lot of fresh health Marines, but they're going to start taking a lot of shots from the high ground, and that is really what's going to save ANIBot, is the high ground here.
Yeah, high ground's definitely important, but he's not making more.
More what?
Anything.
Well, he's got another Marauder coming from south. Yeah, you're right. He's just kind of...
He's not making more anything.
Okay, he just made... Wait, what did he just make? Oh, he's making a command center. That's why. He was saving up for an expansion, which I might question it a little bit, because his Marauders are so close to death, but he is still holding the high ground. The Marines can't quite make it up to get vision to do damage, so maybe this is the perfect play.
Yeah, this actually might... You're right here. It might be fine, because he's able to kill them before they get up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so close here. He's at least taking another, because eventually he's going to get these pot-shotted to death, and some will die. But yeah, he's just cleaning them up before they can even see him.
Well, the damage they're taking is from stim, right? They're not even taking any Marine shots.
Yeah.
They're just over stim, and they are addicted to those stim packs, man. And until we get medevacs out, that could be a problem, especially if he lets the Marines up onto the high ground. Ooh. Close one. There is still a trickle of Marines. Again, ANIBot's proxy did not go to attack WhaleMean's base.
Yeah.
So this is all on ANIBot's side of the map right now.
Yeah, it's really interesting kind of how this is played out. And you're right, he's damn near killing his own Marauders.
He's just stimming himself to death, but just to the point where he's just barely holding the high ground, so he's okay.
Yeah, he needs to hold until he texts the medevacs.
Right,
and then I'll be fine.
Yeah, if he gets one medevac out, he's just golden. Oh, he did lose a Marauder right there.
Yeah.
So every Marauder that dies, it just seems so much more valuable. The Marines keep coming. It's almost like a Zergling flood. Yeah. But the Marauders aren't coming out as heavily. Okay, now he's got a couple at a time coming. So this should, in the end, just be totally ANIBot's in ANIBot's favor. But
yeah, so he will take the low ground. He's put the healthy ones down, which is good.
That's smart. This is a really nice push out, actually.
Yeah. Okay, he's backing up again. He needs to get.
I like that. I like
Where
it.
did he put the command? Oh, he floated to the third.
Yeah, and that's brilliant. Yeah, he floats to where the action isn't, and WhaleMean might not even. I don't think WhaleMean's even going to see that.
Going to be aware of it. So this may be enough now to push.
Wow, yeah, they're all dead.
He needs to get in vision range of these buildings, and then he can respond to it. A lot of his Marauders peeled off, but he's got enough new ones coming now. It doesn't matter.
WhaleMean's sending SCV.
Yeah.
All right, I got to say, the Marines have incredible micro. These really low Marines have done just an impeccable job of being like, okay, I do not have enough health to take a hit, but I'll be ready when someone else is taking damage to dive in and start shooting. So I really like the Marine micro out of here, but it's just not going to be enough, I don't think, against this mass now of Marauders.
This is just a lot of them. Yeah.
So many Marauders.
Yeah. They're all low, but and he's just kind of, I don't know what he is expanding, but he's throwing away his workers.
He's about to. Here's the SCV sacrifice. Yeah. WhaleMean had a strong economy, so they lost.
Yeah.
WhaleMean had a strong economy.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why he did both. Like, it's one thing to say I'm going to go all in, but I don't know why he expanded and went all in.
That was just like, here, have my workers.
Yes.
Oh man, so many Marauders. This is definitely going to be ANIBot's game here. 35 army supply to 9. Just Marines in production. So, well, TVT goes to ANIBot. Maybe if WhaleMean rolls a Protoss or Reserve for next game, we'll see something a little bit different here. But
yeah,
woo, nice game number 1.
Yeah, when is he going to realize? So there's a tank now. Finally,
there's a tank now. Yeah, this is
take the okay. The tank I think is going to accidentally hit a building. No,
nope,
is that
out of range.
Okay.
Come on, Andy, go finish the game. You got
it's the lack of awareness from he must be able to see it. Why doesn't he attack them? Like, he can see the buildings, and he just doesn't.
Oh yeah, he knows they're there.
Yeah,
he's worried about the units. I get it.
Yeah. It's just the units come from buildings.
Yeah, you would think that would be a little bit more of a priority, but there's still units in vision. I think is why.
Yeah.
As long as there's something that shoots in vision, ANIBot is prioritizing that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
No, he's pulling back now too. I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah, I think I'm making
it's weird decision making. It doesn't matter, but it is weird.
I don't know why he's doing this.
Yeah.
Anyway, regardless, he's got double the supply. This is ANIBot's game.
Okay, here we go. So he can't shoot up at least. So this is something. He's got a Viking, but it's landed.
Oh, that was nice. WhaleMean actually canceled the unit to lift the building off. Self-preservation. I guess it's important.
So follow this stuff now.
Oh, what a wonky game. This was fun.
Very.
Is that a Liberator? What the hell?
It is.
ANIBot has got the Liberator, just the sugar on top there to seal the deal.
Liberator will hunt down floating buildings.
All right. Well, yeah, we can theorize all we want, but we're not going to know what's going to happen until next game when WhaleMean rolls the random dice.
Yeah.
See what race he gets here. I'm hoping he rolls something a little bit different, just so we get a little diversity here. ANIBot seems to have TVT on lockdown right now, so. Well, maybe not even TVT. This was cheese against cheese more so.
Pretty much, yeah. That was two cheeses.
ANIBot's cheese. Well, it was, so ANIBot did the one proxied barracks, but then the one at home as well, where WhaleMean did 2 proxies. And the defense is what kept ANIBot alive and managed to win. If ANIBot had also done a double proxy, I don't know if it would have worked as well.
Lost, yeah.
Because the Marines or whatever, I think wasn't there a Reaper in there too? Maybe it was just Marines, but
I think it was Marines, but they'd be better at killing.
He would have killed the SCVs faster, I think.
Yeah. I think he's got some mineral patches left in his main, but he's not mining those. Instead, he's doing that mass long distance thing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's long distance mining for sure. He's grasping at straws at this point. 118 army supply to 12. That's your race, WhaleMean. Yeah.
I feel like ANIBot doesn't have a lot of what you'd call star sense. Like, didn't know that this game was over like ages ago, but it will come in for the kill now.
Play safe. Sometimes that's better. It does keep you alive a lot longer typically. Can't knock on it too much. So BM. Yeah, our bots this season, very BM. Ketrock, WhaleMean, Super BM. Who was the other one? There was somebody else that was feisty a couple weeks ago.
There's always, I feel like that's the number one innovation the bots are making. Is being meaner to each other. Yeah.
All right, good job, ANIBot. Nicely done, Savelas. We're going to go to game 2 here in just a minute. And we'll see now if... Again, it really depends on what race gets rolled for WhaleMean here, but I'm thinking it's going to be Zerg. We haven't seen Zerg out of WhaleMean yet, have we? Or no, we did see one. It was one Zerg game, wasn't it?
Yeah, was he the defender against a? I think that was also a cheese on cheese sort of thing. I think it was a.
It was WhaleMean versus Zoe. So
like
we had a Z. Did we have a ZVZ? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something weird.
Yeah, something. But we'll see. I think that will be the decider, depending on the race and the presumably cheese chosen. I think ANIBot would be the most confused thing in the world if a proxy void ray or something hit it.
Oh yeah, especially if you wouldn't know what rotters or something. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
It's also I was kind of curious there. Is it aware of the opponent race right away, or does it have to scout it? In other words, was the proxy chosen before it even knew what race it was?
That's actually a really good question. Can the bots tell the race through the interface or through something? That's a question for the bot authors, Endersword.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I guess
I'm assuming that's an answer to your question.
Yeah. So he does have to scout it. So I didn't pay attention to whether he did scout it early or not.
Maybe that was why the prediction was so low, like 10% chance. Like, I just don't know if this is going to work. You know, I don't know what race it's against. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's a very valid thing against both Terran and Protoss. It's a horrible thing against Zerg.
Yeah,
like nobody proxy Marauders Zerg players. So they can't tell that. So interesting. We'll guess as soon as we see what races they are. I kind of want to say if it is up against a Zerg, then I think the Zerg will win. Protoss could probably go either way. Terran, it would have to change strategies.
Oh yeah,
I guess.
Different.
But
let's see what happens. Let's dive into game 2 here and see if WhaleMean can tie things up. ANIBot don't give a shit.
Savelas.
ANIBot.
Shark Nices.
WhaleMean.
We got some higher odds and some trickery found, but as pointed out by the author Savelas here, ANIBot doesn't even care.
Yeah,
you can lie about your race all you want, WhaleMean.
So I wonder if WhaleMean's doing an Enigma thing where he's making the Enigma encryption machine mistake. Does it announce that it's Protoss no matter what, or does it always announce a race that it is not?
I think it was to announce a race it was not.
Yeah, then I think then you can eliminate that race.
Yeah.
So you could program your bot to read that and say, okay, he's not a Protoss, he's something else.
It's not a scout.
Yeah.
That is not a scout. That is a harassment drone.
Yeah.
But it's not going to slow ANIBot down. You're not going to block that barracks. Get out of here. ANIBot is on top of this.
He is. I'm still concerned of the overall strategy. I'm not sure about, though. It's going to be kind of an early pool. Lings.
Well, it seems like the same strategy, right?
Well, it is, and it's going to run into a wall against a Zerg.
Well, as long as he can get that, I think that add-on will come up and be mostly completed. Maybe not mostly completed.
Yeah.
But these Lings shouldn't get in. But yeah, the fact he's going to build an add-on and not a unit's a bit of a... Oh, wow. Actually, no, this barracks isn't even done yet.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, ANIBot.
It'll
Wall off.
It'll get started, but yeah.
But repair it while it's building.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Oh, no, it won't even get started. He doesn't have... Oh, wait, he does have the resources. Oh, no, what are you doing?
Because the drone blocked it. Okay, yeah, no. But he's not flooding in yet because of the SCVs out here.
Oh boy, well that drone actually became a much bigger problem than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we announced as a random race, so it is a 1 in 3 chance.
It's a random race. Okay.
It's just random.
Yeah.
That's funny. just throwing it out. Well, that depot's not going to help wall anything off either. And
yeah, so quick turnaround here.
Yeah, I think that's just game, right?
We'll be going to the rubber match. Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. Even if one Marauder popped out from the bottom barracks or something, it's never going to be able to kill all of it. It's never.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to the ace match, ladies and gentlemen. The Zerg rush a little bit too strong for ANIBot's cheese here, so maybe we'll see a different build now in game 3 out of ANIBot. No Marauders.
Possibly. We'll have to see what it is and what's going on.
And I'm pretty sure WhaleMean is able to follow up and get into the later game. So even if ANIBot were to lift the command center and try for a draw or something, it wouldn't work.
Yeah,
would not work. All right, man, this is gonna be a quick night, Endersor.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Jesus, all this lower bracket, we get into the cheesy stuff here.
Our last one might be longer. The Jensiiibot Dovahkiin might be a little more drawn out, but
Jensiiibot does do a bit of a longer game typically. Yeah, just it's a little bit more passive. Goes for the longer game win, not the cheesy win. So, well, that's what you get for cheating, I guess.
WhaleMean has just noticed that his opponent was cheesing him.
Oh look, another cheeser. Yeah. You thought it was that easy for a reason? Come on. All right, there we go. Game 3 coming up here in just a minute, everybody, and we'll see what will happen. Will ANIBot switch things up? What race will WhaleMean be? We don't know. This is the wild card match of the night for sure. Just unpredictable left and right. I don't even know what I want to see ANIBot do because we don't know what race it's going to be up against. So
yeah,
you just have to really wait and see and hope ANIBot can maybe respond accordingly. But I am liking the strats out of WhaleMean. WhaleMean is making a splash in ProBots right now. So
definitely. I think
it's pun intended.
Yeah, the farther he gets, it's going to be the harder thing to code against because you got to deal with all the matchups and yeah. That's gonna be tough. So if there's
unpredictability,
yeah, could be quite resilient. But I don't know. Okay.
Check my notes. Which notes?
In the place.
Oh, well, I just left my stream there.
Where?
Oh, there we go. Oh, we don't even have a match to show, huh? Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some tragic news here. We're not going into a game 3. I have just looked at our show notes. Winner of ANIBot versus WhaleMean game 3. ANIBot because WhaleMean caused a crash. I thought if ANIBot was going to crash, it would be ANIBot. Because even in the chat, Savelos was like, boy, I sure hope ANIBot doesn't crash. Oh my goodness. All right, so there we have it. Our results for our end of the series.
That is really weird because in our pre-game stats, WhaleMean has a 0.0% crash rate.
No crashes.
And ANIBot was like 6.5, one of the highest. So goodness. So the game didn't even start? Because I saw the show note that was like something weird in game 3, but I thought it happened during the game. But okay.
Just go straight to victory.
All right.
Wow. Interesting. So in a bit of an upset here, which was what my bracket was based on, but unfortunately this match, nothing to do with my bracket. So, but still, in an incredible little upset here, ANIBot's going to move on in the lower bracket. So nicely done, ANIBot.
Indeed. Yeah, I wonder what
Wow.
did happen there. Well, luckily, we got the owner, the coder.
Yeah, what
tomorrow for
happened?
PostBots. Well, one, he's in chat. Like maybe,
Oh yeah.
maybe he knows, but maybe he didn't know because I don't know if we told him this. Maybe not. I'm assuming actually we probably didn't. So we can talk, but he's coming to PostBots tomorrow, so maybe we can find out some more info about maybe what happened.
That would be nice. So yeah, tune in tomorrow if you want to join us live. If you're in the Crown Club, check out our Discord. You can come listen and watch live through our little stream we do in the Discord. And yeah, maybe we'll find out because we are going to have Shark Nice join us. Yeah. And I'm sure he'll be doing some research as to why the hell that crashed. So anyway, we have got our third elimination in... I was sad to see either of these bots go, to be totally honest. So WhaleMean in his debut will get knocked out in the lower bracket here, and ANIBot will move on. All right, that's what I'm saying. He got knocked out of the lower bracket, so he's out of the lower bracket. Yeah. Didn't I say that right? I said that right.
You did say it right.
Okay. Production hates how I say things for some reason. I'm very confused. I do word things every now and then that is very confusing to people, especially we've got some non-native English speakers that watch, and I've confused them here or there. So I do apologize if my verbiage or the way I speak confuses Drek. So anyway, we've got another match coming up. What do we have next here?
We got Jensi versus Dovahkiin. Looking at Jensi.
Dovahkiin.
There's a lot of people that are right around like hugging this 1600 elo. Yeah. And there's a lot of people really hugging that 50-50 win rate. And this one, hopefully low crash percentage, should be okay. Jensiiibot, I don't know how much it's been like updated recently. It's one of the ones that kind of came out and burst onto the scene as super high tech, like the control being super strong. And then the strategies got refined a little bit, but it's kind of stalled in the middle there. Dovahkiin, again, almost exact same elo, almost exact same win rate. We've got about a 80, less than 90 difference in the elo. So yeah, I think this will be a good one. TVZ. This is awesome to have so many Zergs this season. Jensi usually does pretty good in the TVZs because it can split up and kind of attack a side base and stuff like that. And it's
Jensi going toe-to-toe with Eris. What was it, last season, right?
Yeah. And he got into that forward, like good encamped position, but Eris just stalled him out long enough. So we'll see if Dovahkiin can hold up to that. But yeah, if Eris gets stable with a good army, it's really hard to get through the tanks, liberators, and kind of swarm it. I think you have to catch him before he gets set up. So I don't know. Well, this will be a good test for Dovahkiin, who we haven't, obviously new to ProBots. So should be a good display of what's possible.
For sure.
Yeah. I think if anything, Jensi's main weakness is less the control and more just that there's not a sharp strategy to what it's doing. Like it's fairly generic.
It's gotten really good in the last few seasons with pronged harassment, though, where it can split off groups and do some harassment a little bit. Yeah, it's been around for a bit now, so I guess it is almost predictable in that sense. But
and I view those things like essentially those are it's good at the tactics.
But it is a pretty standard tactic. Yeah.
So it does. Yeah, it executes like it micros well, but it's overall like I'm going to do this and this going to be. There's nothing about Jensiiibot that's like an exploitative way to win, or like this will definitely knock out this bot. It's pretty much going to play very similar against everyone.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it. So I think it needs to maybe turn the corner on that. Maybe more early drop play, or more early something that is designed
some WhaleMean drops in.
Yeah, something like that. So I don't know. I mean, not that we have seen just big macro win before, but it depends.
Yeah, and Jensiiibot can get into that later macro game for sure. It can go toe-to-toe with the best of them sometimes. Again, just last week alone, we saw it going up and giving Ketrock a pretty good run for his money, I thought. Yeah. It was a nice battle between those two for quite a bit. So we're going to dive into this right now, our last best of 3 of the night here. Thank you all again for being here on day 3, our lower bracket round 1. We've got one last elimination to do. It's always sad to see a bot go into the scrap pile, but it's got to happen. So let's go ahead and see. Will it be Jensiiibot? Will it be Dovahkiin in his ProBots debut? Let's find out here on ESChamp's ProBots. Let's go.
Jensiiibot.
Yata hunts.
Dovahkiin.
Remember when we used to do like a little song for the bot intro? Whatever happened to that? I liked that.
I don't know. It was good. I like
Yeah.
songs. I like
the
songs.
little song. Oh yeah, the copyright kept screwing.
But
That's
it's
right.
usually only like a few seconds. I don't know when.
Yeah,
the
it was just
copyright
like a
gets
couple
there,
little. I just always remember like sharpened edges and catching them. YouTube's algorithm, you son of a bitch.
songs.
Anyway, we are here for our final best of 3 of the night. Thank you all for joining us on YouTube. Again, do check out all the fun little YouTube features that we now have. You can super like, super thank, super all sorts of fun stuff. You can check out and get ads free if you're a subscriber and all that. But one of the best ways to help ESChamp is our Crown Club. Again, we're 2 members away from 30, that nice round 30. So help us get there, and you'll get access to our extra content, such as PostBots, which is happening tomorrow night.
Exactly.
Good stuff. All right, well, let's see here what is going to happen. Looks like we are going to have our first non-cheesy series of the night, Ender Sword.
Looks like it. Unless Jensiiibot pulls something out.
Watch it. He
Probably.
builds a barracks in the main or something. of Dovahkiin.
Yeah.
No, Jensiiibot's never been much for cheese, which, yeah, I respect that. Nice standard, straight-up game. Nothing wrong with that.
And he's got to be. He kind of gave the thinky face when he saw the expansion here. Yeah.
Not mind tricked? Oh, did we miss a mind trick? What was the mind trick?
See, we didn't say. So the first week, did he have a chance to change this? So I think the first time we saw him, he said Oracle, and then we were supposed to say that he's playing against the wrong race.
Oh, that's right.
But we didn't. So then it came up saying that the casters were mind tricked. This time he expected us to comment that he did it before and that we weren't tricked by it, but we didn't do that either.
You can't trick somebody's mind who isn't paying attention.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was a good gambit. Just didn't really work out.
Yeah, sorry that didn't work out. It is clever though. I love how these bots chit chat and stuff. It's fun. All right, well, here we go. First Reaper's going to get a kill, but a lot more Lings coming out. Jensiiibot does not like that, but he will be able to kite away from that. No problem. No speed just yet, but it's about to finish. Ooh, you might want to get the hell out of here, Reaper. Oh, he's going to circle back around and go into the main, actually.
Yeah, I like the loop back there instead
I kind of like this, too. I like the Zerglings just going for it, because if Jensiibot's not ready, this could do damage. I think he's got a wall up and everything, though, so he should be fine. He's even got a Marine there.
Almost done, yeah.
2 Marines, yeah. SCV should get pulled here to repair any moment, I'm sure. This is a lot of Zerglings coming across. We got to see some SCVs now. Where are the SCVs? SCVs.
Yeah, he does need to jump on this, although
he'll still be all right. But
he's got to at least stop the burning. Like, he doesn't want to lose all 3 of these.
He's going to lose 2 depots and a reactor. That is costly.
It's a lot, yeah.
Okay, so he repairs the bunker. That's good.
Yeah. It's at least annoying, but he's fine.
Yeah,
It's just he could have prevented it. That's all.
Yeah. In the end, yeah, all is fine here. Jensi with a nice worker lead after all this, however. Dovahkiin really putting into the Zergling. It looks like he just wants to Zergling to win here. And I don't know if that's going to work.
Yeah. I'm not sure destroying the bunker there was the best.
Wait, who just destroyed the bunker? Did Jensi just destroy his own bunker?
Yeah, he salvaged it.
He salvaged it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, not destroyed it, but I mean,
Yeah.
salvaging
Okay.
it. Like it wasn't time to salvage that yet. Maybe give it a second.
He could have used it a little bit here, but in the end, he's got the tank out. He will be able to.
It doesn't matter. It's just like
minor details. He's got to move it onto the low ground. Then, so come on, expand. Oh, that was a nasty shot. Killed a couple of Marines there. That doesn't help actually, at all. Jensi, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Jensi, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Did his other tank killed his tank? His tank friendly fire is really doing wonders for Dovahkiin right now.
He killed the SCV building that too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
You think about what you've done, Jensi.
Yeah. All right. He is going to stabilize, however. Drones now coming up. Dovahkiin has stopped the Zergling assault. Yeah, I guess in the end it kind of worked out. He got some structure kills, even killed the tank and some Marines. Well, I mean, he didn't kill the tank and the Marines. The tank killed the tank and the Marines more so, but either way, it still helps Dovahkiin out in the end.
Yeah, he baited it. It's fine.
He played a part in it for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, behind this, got his base up, got a third up. I don't know if we can get a look at the resources lost, but I bet at the end that was fairly even.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it was too bad for Dovahkiin.
Obviously lost on the Jensi side, but not much.
Yeah, just mineral loss for Dovahkiin.
Yeah.
All right, third base now on the way as well. So our Zerg has just switched into the macro game. Jensiiibot also just playing his normal macro style. Is gonna have 2 bases up and running, or actually already has 2 bases up and running. And just that typical bio tank composition we see, kind of like you were saying, Jensiiibot. Yeah, a little bit predictable in what he does. Does the same thing kind of every game, every matchup, but does it well. And that's what's been his secret to success, is he does it well.
Yeah, he does. It's just the lack of the exploitation. Like, you should be coming out of that failed attack way ahead, and he's not.
Yeah.
And he's not, because it doesn't really adapt well to the situation, or like make the right decision in that case. But he could get a lot done here. The army is Dovahkiin kind of overcompensated by, it was right to stop the Ling flood, but then he hasn't made another unit since.
Well, and he's got a 4th base. That's really greedy, right?
Yeah.
Like, this could really be a problem for him. Well, I mean, this might get canceled.
Yeah.
No, it's going to finish.
Going to finish it. Yeah. Finish it and stall out.
That's wasted 300 minerals right there.
There's just nothing. Oh, I did not notice this till this moment. I knew he did this initially, but I thought he'd roll out of it. Dovahkiin has not mined a single thing of gas. He can't do anything.
Oh my god, he's not mining gas?
Yeah.
Oh my, you're right. He is not. He has geysers, but he's not mining any gas. Maybe he's just waiting for a trigger like, okay, now I need hydra, so I'll start mining gas or something. Yeah. But as it is, these Marines are just going to come lay waste, and Jensiiibot wins. There's nothing here.
Yeah, I remember him doing this the first week, and we kind of were like, okay, no gas because he's doing the Ling thing. He's clearly rolled away from that, but didn't initiate. Okay, just now. I need gas now. Yeah, that's the drone mining gas. Yeah.
Yeah, that tank is Dovahkiin's best unit.
Yeah, because he's now got a bank of 2,000 minerals, but just no way to use it on anything of any value. There's a roach.
Bit of a meme game a little bit here. Dovahkiin getting Jensiiibot to kill his own units with his tanks, and then just not building any. Maybe he got a little too common. He's like, oh, Jensi, you're just going to kill your own units? I guess I don't need army. And then we'll just die because he doesn't have army. And that'll do game number 1 here. Yeah, this has been one of our quickest night of games that we've ever had. Nothing has made it past the 10-minute mark, has it, tonight?
I don't think so.
I don't think anything has made it past the 10-minute mark.
This might just in the cleanup, but
well, yeah, maybe in the first one with the cleanup too.
Yeah, Dova broke. Yeah,
seems like it. Yeah, he's got 2,400 minerals, so yeah, I'd say that's a pretty correct assessment.
Yeah, because he clearly was going to roll out of it, but then nothing triggered it, and he built the geysers like you said, but
yeah. Well, unfortunate. Ooh. Well, we might have another one of our new bots getting knocked out. in the lower bracket tonight. That'd be 3 for 3 new bots, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he won't break in game 2. Maybe he'll turn things around. It's possible.
Certainly possible. Certainly quite possible. Jensi quite happy now.
Technically, we've had 3 of 3 new bots tonight. Knocked to SF4G, SmallBly, WhaleMean, technically new bot, returning author. And then, yeah, Jensiiibot putting Dovahkiin on the ropes here. We'll see if things can get turned around here. My bracket is relying heavily on Jensiiibot winning, though, so I'm a little bit biased right now.
Yeah, no, clearly. I hope he doesn't break in the same way this next game if we get the same thing, because it was going to be interesting where where Jensi really didn't jump ahead during that. So Dovahkiin could have transitioned into this big economy, but he didn't actually make it through. Yeah.
He got all the pieces in place, but didn't execute correctly.
So that is unfortunate. So I hope it doesn't repeat, and maybe he'll just choose a different opener anyway. And it won't be an issue but I think it was a way to do it. Like very often, like the early cheeses that you do, like particularly Zerg ones, are very often something that you can macro behind because they tend to be mineral only cheeses. So you kind of
You're getting your gas behind it. You're getting your tech behind it. Yeah,
exactly. So it tends to be something, and it's almost always something that holds them to their side of the map, holds down their development, stops them from taking another base, whatever. So you can get good behind it, but we'll see if he can kind of roll out and do something else, or else the Dragonborn has come and then left.
Yep.
Who knows?
He's got to go power up or something.
Yeah, he's waiting for Elder Scrolls 6.
Right.
And then he'll be
what number are they on now? 5?
That was 5. Skyrim was 5.
Just came out. Yeah.
I don't know if they've announced the name for 6 yet. I don't think they have. Well, it's good.
Oh yeah, because they just announced something, didn't they?
They announced,
or like they're working on it or something.
They showed like a generic picture of a forest and a mountain like a year ago or something, and then there was nothing, like no information, and it was like we'll be done this in 3 years or something, and then so I don't know. It's got to be one of those super big pressure projects because they've been milking Skyrim for 10 years now,
right? Yeah, it can't go forever.
Yeah, but whatever. And I think they got I don't know what they'll do with the mod community. They made a couple missteps.
The mod community is the best.
The mod community is the game. Like Skyrim without mods is actually just it's all right.
Yeah, it's just mid. The mods are what make Skyrim pretty much.
Exactly, because it's not balanced properly or anything. Like you can't really choose magic unmodded. People had to mod that to like make it viable and like whatever. So it's all about the mods. So they got to kind of work with people on that.
Yeah, you almost have to make games now anticipating somebody's going to mod it. Like you might as well encourage it, because hey, they're going to make your game better for free. Why not?
Exactly.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, that's all.
Right,
they'll just develop for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, let's get ready here. We're going to dive into game 2 here and see if our Dragonborn can tie things up, or if Jensiiibot will seal the deal and send him to the scrap pile. Let's find out in game number 2 here on ProBots.
Ditto.
Jensiiibot.
Yatta hunts.
Dovahkiin.
All right. A little shout out to Mind Me, Rasper, and Shimaikaji. I think I said that right. Shimaikaji.
Shimaikaji sounds right. Shimaikaji.
Helping them out. Yeah, a lot of, again, great bot community. If you are a new bot author looking to get into the scene, check out aiarena.net and check out their Discord. A lot of cool stuff going on there. everyone just works so well together. You know, the speed mining feature is a good example of that. Once speed mining got figured out, everyone just kind of started helping, like, oh, hey, you know, I tried this and I tried that, and this works this well, and this gets this percentage, and this, you know, so there's just a lot of really good conversation going on there. And that's what has really improved these bots so much in just the couple of years, you know, that we've been doing this. These bots have made huge strides, and I think that is a big part of just how well this community works together. So big shout out to all of you in that AI community. You're all awesome.
Quite true. Jensi goes in, takes a peek at the expansion. No emoji reaction to it.
Has no thoughts on this matter.
Yeah.
And Dovahkiin did used to be a macro player, but now he just cheeses because he took a mineral shard to the knee or something. Took an arrow to the knee. All right, well, yeah, I guess we're going to get a Zergling Flood once again here. We'll get that production tab up and keep an eye on when they're popping out. There it is. All right, well, Jensiibot's going to have a wall. We'll see if Jensiibot kills his own units once again.
It's certainly possible.
Ooh, look at that
roach right away. So we are going to get a very different strat. So hopefully then we're going to get to see Dova in its full glory and not, you know, it always sucks if somebody just kind of gets bugged out. So
I need an ace match.
Chance here. Yeah, exactly. I know
we were about to have an ace match, but then we didn't have an ace match.
That's true. Theoretically, we did. I think
Technically, we did.
I think the game opened for like a second, and then the victory screen came.
Well,
up.
I didn't get to see it, so it doesn't count for me.
True.
If I didn't see it, there's no glory in it.
Yeah.
Well, Reaper getting some good kills here. He's gonna poke back up and continue to harass here. Burrow being researched, so we're gonna see some Roach Burrow play. And yeah, remember this? It was either 2 weeks ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I think he was doing this.
Yeah.
Or no, last week. Last week he was doing this against Veteran.
He was on the lower part. Yeah, exactly. And I think the Roach Burrow is an interesting one. Like, you can do a lot with it. You can be annoying with it, but you kind of need the movement, I think, to be able to do it.
Yeah. Well, it depends how early. If it's really early in the game, you can use it just to heal.
Yeah.
And to stop the fight while, you know, before there's Terran medevacs out and stuff. So you can stop, heal real quick, and then go back into the fight a little bit regenerated. So
yeah,
but it's way better with movement, though. You're right.
Yeah,
way better with movement. Well, we'll see. Maybe he'll get movement right after this.
Yeah, make it a bunch. He'll come across the map with them immediately. And
it's like whack-a-mole with just the burrow.
Yeah, that's basically what it becomes. You have to kind of out DPS the healing, and they can get very spread out too, so that they're kind of just all over the place.
Yeah,
like it almost works best when you end up with an accidental like sleeper agent roach, that it just kind of burrowed there, and now the fights move somewhere else, and then they pop up in the backfield.
Oh yeah, because it'll pull the units back in that direction and just cause chaos. Against Hellions, it doesn't matter. He doesn't even need Burrow. He's just going to stand and fight, and Jensiibot's going to lose a lot here.
Yeah, not a great unit matchup there. Hellions do -3 damage to roaches. I think it heals them. It just cauterizes any wounds they do have. and then just helps.
It's like sunbathing to them. They don't mind.
Yeah. So
wow, that is a lot of roaches. This might just be too much for Jensi here.
It is. Now, yeah, these burrows up front are pretty good because they're slow damage.
Now they just heal.
They're gonna heal quite well. The command center didn't even get picked up; just let itself die. And we're now gonna get a very important depot put down.
I guess if maybe a tank pops out and maybe things can get repaired, then he can hold this. And the tank is gonna pop in siege before the wall is broken. So he'll be able to start doing some really good damage. But again, these roaches just burrow when they're close to death.
Yeah.
So in the end...
Now here's where the friendly fire splash damage may play in his favor.
Right.
If he stands things over.
Send the one Marine to the middle,
yeah.
He's always getting a lot of damage with that one tank, but the biles start to come down here, and this tank is about to die. He gets one last shot off before dying.
He's got another one coming, but yeah, it's that single Ravager that's actually, it's going to be 90%.
Oh, he's got to kill that Ravager. That does so much damage. It takes 2 biles pretty much to kill it with this little bit of extra damage. There it was just 1. And
So-
I think this is too much.
So we have the nice comeback, and you're going to get your ace match.
Woo! Unless was there a crash for game 3 here? No, I'm not seeing it.
Right, so Jensi is stunned silence there, I guess.
A little flabbergasted. Yeah, well, you should have prepared for the roaches a little bit better.
For a lot of the sophistication that Jensi has, I still feel like there's weird gap areas, like not lifting the command center.
Yeah, little details for sure.
Like, yeah, and that seem like fairly straightforward things to put in of like, why not lift it?
Or the Hellions just standing their ground against the roaches.
Yeah, exactly. To like realize your match, because there's almost no case in which a Hellion should be standing and fighting anything. They almost always should be kiting back. So, yeah, it's kind of just weirdness like that.
Well, the Hellions are a newer addition, I think.
Yeah.
I could be making that up, but
possibly. He also didn't seem to, and usually, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe he was making something, but he didn't seem to care that the burrow is there. You often get a bot make a comment or change its path based on
scan.
Seeing a cloaking unit or something, and it didn't do that. So I don't know that it cared that there were bird roaches.
Yeah. Or it just didn't know how to deal with them. One of the two. All right, well, we're going to go into our coveted ace match here to finish things off tonight. At least I get one. I'm glad about that. And this is a good one, too. This is exciting. My prediction to win the whole tournament is up on the ropes now and needs to get one more win to move on. If Jensiiibot loses here, then the whole bracket's shot. Everything's done, Ender. So I quit. I'm just done. We'll see here. How are the rest of our brackets looking? They're all...
let me get the update on these. So I think, let's see if this has been updated. I don't think it's been updated on the challenge page yet.
Oh, yeah. No, it has. Somebody is still perfect. Is it Ketrox? Yeah, Ketrox predictions are still perfect.
It can't be Ketrox.
It's Ketrox.
It's Ket Raven, but that's not Ketrox.
Yeah, that was his, he said.
There's one called Overconfident Ketrox.
Yeah, there's Ketrox or Rise Again, Overconfident Ketrox. Okay, maybe that isn't. Either way, one person is still 100% on point here. Oh wait, no, they got WhaleMean wrong. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not biased. Got
WhaleMean wrong.
One of them is perfect, and yet the leaderboard is showing them as having. Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah, someone got screwed with challenge.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, yeah. So someone has 19 points, someone has 18, someone has 17. Then there's two of us with 16, me and Lost Lucidity, Ketrox at 15, and then
I'm in last with 2 other people. Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's whatever. So yeah, just the one undefeated. I guess it just doesn't make that clear. But yeah, that's cool.
Anyway, we're going to be talking more about our predictions, our fantasy brackets tomorrow night during post-bot. So come check out live in the Discord or watch it afterwards. We release the bot on Saturday. So hopefully we'll see you there. All right, so our last matchup here of the night. Who's going to take it, Endersword? Who is moving on and who's going to the scrap pile?
This is a tough one. I think if Dovahkiin repeats that same build, I don't think Jensi understood it.
Yeah, it just had nothing for it.
I don't think he understood what happened. Maybe if he varies to something else and maybe there's a tank or two out first. But even then, it seemed like he didn't know what to do with the roaches on the low ground. I think if it's the same thing, I think Jensi only holds if he bunkers the low ground and gets a tank on the low ground, or else he loses the natural. Yeah. But I don't know. But see what he does, and that depends on Dovahkiin repeating. But I don't know why Dovahkiin wouldn't repeat if that one won.
So I don't think links are allowed in the YouTube chat. So I put a link with the .com replaced there. So you can find our predictions, our fantasy bracket, if you do a little replacement there of the .com with an actual.
Maybe Jack can throw it in or something.
Yeah, or something. I've just tried to post links before and it doesn't work, I think. So anyway, let us dive into our final match of the night here on day 3 of our lower bracket round 1. We've got one last bot. going into the scrap pile.
Yeah.
Hate to do it, but it's got to happen. It will be Jensi or it will be Dovahkiin. Get your, I guess everyone's got their votes in already. 75% of the poll thinks Jensiiibot will move on. Let's see what happens here on our final game of the night on ProBots. Let's go.
Jensii's.
Jensiiibot.
Yata hunts.
Dovahkiin.
Excuse me. I need some dinner. I'm getting hungry. My blood sugar's low. All right. Well, thankfully, I have got this exciting game to keep me hyped and roaring and ready because this is going to be a good one. Let's see what happens. Jensi in the top right, Dovahkiin in the bottom left going for a quick hatchery this time. He didn't do that last game, I don't think.
Was it hatch? Yeah.
Did he go hatch first?
I don't know if it's hatch first or whether he took a gas.
I don't think it was.
He has to get up to burrow. Yeah, I think he. Yeah, I don't think he did.
All right. Well, there's the.
We'll know fairly quickly if it's going to be the same. We'll see the early. We'll see the early roaches, and it depends just as much whether Jensi's doing the same thing.
Yeah, we will see. Thank you all again for being here. This has been a little bit quicker of a night than usual, but still some very fun games.
Yeah, it's all right because we started late.
And we started late, so it evens out in the end, I guess.
Started out the same way. Yeah.
Good point. And yeah, we've got fun stuff coming up for you in the future. Next week, we're going back into our upper bracket. So make sure you follow the channel, bookmark it, hit the notification, whatever you got to do. So you are here next week for some awesome games. But here, let's finish this off on 2,000 atmospheres.
Okay. There is the roach warren.
Ooh, it is roaches again. Okay.
There is a reaper coming across. So maybe he'll get a quicker idea of what's going on.
This is a bit bigger of a rush distance, too, so maybe he'll have enough time to get a tank out. If he can get a tank out earlier, I think he's going to be in a lot better spot.
Yeah, he just has to not open with Hellions, and with the scout, he may realize that that's the case. But if he gets chased away by these lings before really realizing what's going on, then that may not help.
Good micro so far. He's going to clean up some of the Zergling presence. No more lings on the way, so this actually might create an opening for the Reaper to get in there and see what is going on.
Yeah, he's got some time. The hit, the last game, the roaches hit almost exactly as the burrow was finishing. Yeah. And there's some numbers.
I think we only see that. I think that's just a stream.
Maybe we only see that. Okay. So yeah, he's still not getting up there. He's getting distracted by the lings, so he doesn't have an idea of what's going on, unfortunately, and he's going to make Hellions because of it.
Oh no, Hellion is not helpful. He needs a tank, and he needs a tank now.
Yeah. Okay, he's in.
Come on, Jensi. All right, well, he's seeing everything. I don't think the scout really matters that much. All right, he's going to start a starport now as well.
Yeah, it matters in that it's down to how much does he respond to it. Seeing the roach warren should immediately tell you to stop making Hellions, whether it knows that or not. But I mean, it's not making them.
So he only made the one. Yeah. Or wait, did he cancel the one?
I think he may have even canceled it.
Did he finish it?
I don't see it, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't see it.
I think he canceled it.
He's still ignoring this ling though. He's got.
Oh my god! Kill the ling.
There's some really. It's come down to this. There's some really.
Oh no! I bet it died hurting those lings because the SCVs aren't killing it.
Maybe then there's a roach.
Oh no! More SCVs gonna go down to their death, Jensi.
Yeah.
This might be the end for my prediction for my grand champion. No, not like this.
Yeah, so I don't know. This is the same kind of what we were saying. Is Jensi just seems to be missing some basic.
Canceled it. Okay.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
some of the more advanced stuff there, and then the basics are missing.
Yeah. Oh, and he's going to lose this command center to that. Tank is about to pop out, but this is just eerily similar to last game. He does raise the wall here, and the Marines doing a good job staying out of range. You want to keep them alive for the buffer for when this Roach Force inevitably breaks in. And now the tank will start to shell away at this. The Roach is very clumped. Maybe, just maybe, Jensi can pull a miracle out of his hat here if the Roaches just stand and die, but it is not looking good. That tank is starting to take some fire, and if the tank goes down, which it will.
Yeah, there was some hope when I saw him switch the starport immediately. I'm like, okay, well, if he makes a Liberator or a Banshee or something, but he did that and then rushed out of medevac.
Well, my bracket's borked.
Yeah.
Rip to my fantasy prediction.
I think I just looked quickly, only 3 people picked Dovahkiin.
Wow.
So I think it's going to affect a lot. And I think there's now no 100% accurate.
It's good for the Zerg. Yeah, again, we've talked about our lack of Zerg before, so it's nice to see a Zerg with some nice, strong strats doing well against a bot like ANIBot. Because ANIBot's usually pretty good with the defense, the early game defense, and
I think
this just crushed him.
I don't know if he's deviated from it. I always remember Jensiiibot making a bunker at the natural and using that as his main point, and he didn't do that in the game.
Yeah.
And I think it cost him there. I think that's kind of where you want to. And he also, the Hellion thing, I guess it's a Zerg response, but like Hellions, they should be good. They're what humans use, but I've not really seen many of the bots use them well.
Yeah.
So I think they tend
they're good in circumstances. They're not good against big mass roaches. They're not good against.
But I find even the people that make them, they're not good against lings.
Yeah.
And not because they're not good against lings, but because they're not controlled well, or like they just don't end up being good against it. So I don't know. That sort of thing is tough. But yeah, there we go. So Jensiiibot with an early out, and Dovahkiin will carry on. So yeah. So there
goes my prediction. But good job, Dovahkiin. I am very proud of you. Yeah, one of our new bots has survived the lower bracket eliminations. Yeah. So that is always good news. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our matches tonight. We're going to take a look at our bracket real quick and talk about what's coming next week. Next week, we're moving back into that upper bracket. So we'll have some of our top dog bots here. Eris up there, Micro Machine, -0, Ketrock, Zoe even, Veteran. Like these are all just like the top bots on the AI Arena ladder.
Yeah.
So next week is going to be some awesome games. And then that'll determine who gets knocked down to face our bots that we just saw tonight. So as you can see, here's our upper bracket here. So Eris versus Benbot. Whoever loses that will go up against Dovahkiin.
Yeah.
Micro Machine versus -0 will go up against ANIBot, whichever one gets knocked down. And then after the break, Dominion Dog versus Zoe. One of those two will go up against Spudde. And then Ketrock versus Veteran will get knocked down to face SharpenedEdge, creating a fun little TVP. Yeah, this is going to be an exciting week next week. So
it should be pretty interesting.
It's your follow buttons, your notifications, whatever you got.
Yeah,
what's your prediction? Huh?
Yeah, there's definitely a number here that I don't know. The only one that there's 2 that I think I'm confident in, which is Eris and Ketrock.
Mm-hmm.
I think both those advance. Micro Machine, I just don't know how much they've been working on it, and -0 kind of seems
-0 has been dominating the ladder from what I've seen though.
Yeah.
So
and then Dominion and Zoe, I'm again not sure. Dominion Dog has always kind of been it's nothing fancy, but it works. And then Zoe just seemed pretty good against WhaleMean. So I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Well, it'll be a fun time either way. Thank you all for being here tonight. This was a A little bit of a quick night, but still some very fun games. Big shout out to all of our bot authors as well as our production, Drek in the background, and Endersword. You're always awesome. We just love having you here.
I try.
You don't even have to try. You just do awesome.
That's good because I don't really feel like I try.
But you're doing great either way. So, again, hopefully we'll see you all next week. Thank you for tuning into ProBots tonight for our first round of eliminations. Again, same time, same place here on ESChamp to catch the action tomorrow night. I'll say it one last time. We're doing post-bots. Come watch live. Come hang out with us. You can come into the voice channel in the Discord and ask questions and hang out and all that jazz. So hopefully we'll see some of you there. All right, that's it for us here on ESChamp on ProBots. We'll catch y'all next week. Until then, have a great night. Oh, member shout out. Can we do one more? Is it too late?